How are you going to face fears? How do you set boundaries around stuff that you're afraid of? And how can you really step it up, showing up more courageous and confident in your life? Hello and welcome. My name is Beat Gillette. I'm known as the Growth Architect. I'm a strategist and I work with people, leaders that are needing some strategies around career, business, leadership, workplace unification. So let's talk about first boundary setting. Well, they say you can't really be treated poorly, but it is you allowing someone to treat you poorly. Boundary setting starts with getting very clear about what it is that you are tolerating. And once you are clear what you're tolerating, and sometimes we are recognizing that in how we are reacting to something. So if it makes you upset, chances are something is off about what you're doing. So if you then start to blame other people and say, well, why don't you ever do X, Y, or Z? Then it means that a behavior has occurred that you're tolerating. So in boundary setting, you cannot tell other people what to do. They have to figure that out on their own. But what you can do is you can say, this is on you on how you want to behave or act. But if you do that and you continue to do that, then I will do X. So if you want to continue to, let's say, have your friends come over without asking me, then you can continue to do that, but that means I will not be living with you, or I will not be there for that because I get migraines. I have to go to bed like at 10:30 at night. It's just the way my brain works. So I can't do these late night things, and some people are up late at night, so I can't be around them. I have to set a boundary. I need to go to bed by around 10:30 to calm and quiet my mind so I don't have these crazy screaming headaches, and I have to get the sleep, otherwise it'll blow over. So, number one, that leads us to fear and courage. So I want to dispel this myth of fear a little bit with you, because a lot of people think, I've actually had this in an interview. Somebody said to me, "You always so confident. What is it about that?" I said, "Well, it's not that I don't feel the fear. I just muster up the courage and do it anyway." And don't forget, so this is the experience that you also want to be cognizant about, is that when you are older, clearly I'm not 20, you have so much stuff accumulated in what I call the bucket of shit that can go wrong. And so when something comes around for the third or fourth time, for example, your heart's broken. First time you think it's the worst, you'll never recover. After it happened to you a couple of times, you go, oh, well, I know the cadence. I'm going to be upset. I'm going to get over it. I'm going to put myself back out there. So the bucket of shit that goes wrong, just gets bigger over time. And as you progress in your life, you just shrug it off and say, oh, well, so be it, so what, it happened. I'm going to move on. I'm going to dust it off and go back on my path. That's really where the confidence comes in. The confidence doesn't come from you being afraid of making a mistake. The confidence comes from you of recognizing that you have a contribution to make. And that was just a blip in the road, a bump, something that just, temporarily created discomfort, or, the opportunity for you to correct your course and go where you're supposed to be going. So number one, boundary setting. What are you tolerating? Number two, feel the fear, do it anyway. Number three, courage and confidence. All of this is really related. Just keep doing it. If you think you should, you go. If there's a hesitation and you go like, well, I've never done it before, I'm a little afraid of it, do it anyway. Because what's the worst case scenario that can happen? That somebody says yes to an outrageous, wonderful, great idea that you have. You get an opportunity, you get more money, you get the promotion, you get the client, you have the new idea, you're building the new business, you're doing something that is so much more fun for you. That's where all of this is leading to. That's why you're here on Growth Architect, because we want to help you to break through that, give you tools and techniques to make your vision happen. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I see you soon again. This is Beate Schlett. Thank you. Goodbye.